getting ready to start a new day. I'm actually inside the house over here. I don't want to wake her up yet. Getting the day started. Already hit the gym. Headed down here. Gonna check in on the animals real quick. My dad already left a couple of minutes ago to go pick up another load, but he didn't need my help. So I'm gonna stay behind. Most likely hop into my shop and get some more machines done. All the animals are taken care of. Nobody got eaten by a coyote last night. Got the rooster and his lady here. Whole different view from down here. Got the shop all opened up. I'm gonna get right into finishing this dryer that I opened up last night. It's got a broken belt. We'll have to get that replaced. Before I re-grease any of the wheels, I'm gonna make sure I have this belt. That way we can put it all back together. Probably get it painted if everything's working as it should, and that'll be a done deal. Found a brand new belt for this dryer, so we're good to go. Clean up any mess in here, and then we'll get it all put back together. Let's get this first wheel greased up, then we'll get this other wheel greased up, and that'll be all the wheels for this dryer. Front end just has a carpet felt that it rides on, so nothing to do there other than clean it up a little bit. So now we're gonna install the new belt and the original belt tensioner to this thing. Got it cleaned up as well. Belt and the tensioner reinstalled. Got the compressor on. That way we can clean up the carpet felt a little bit before we reinstall it. The front end screwed onto this machine. Got the wires hooked up. So now we're gonna reinstall the exhaust. I cleaned up the exhaust fan, got all the built up lint taken out, made sure all the sensors were good, the heating element was good. Once we get that installed, we're gonna put a cable on it and get it tested. I actually got it turned on and running right now. That way I can condition the belt before I put it all back together, producing good heat. Once it finishes this short little cycle we got it on, we'll get it cleaned up, sanded, and painted. Got the sheep let out and free ranging. My dad made his way back as well about 30 minutes ago. He arrived, so we'll have to get the truck unloaded. Always causing me some issues. Looks like he picked up a couple items, some riding mowers, some other lawn equipment, and also looks like some kind of side-by-side. So we'll probably get these mowers taken out here and then get the side-by-side taken off on the ramp. Do we bother you? I'm about to get this switch replaced on the stove because it's not working properly. Hopefully that should solve the issue. Got all the mowers taken out. Only thing left is this side-by-side. Got the truck backed up to the ramp. Let's get this thing taken out and brought under the roof and get it checked out. So we got an empty truck now. It doesn't run. Hopefully we can change that. Gonna get it washed down real quick. Giving her a good wash down. We're giving it a second wash after we scrubbed it down a little bit. And as we were doing all this, we saw something moving around and there was a big ass rat in there. I already killed it. I saw some wires that were chewed up over there in the housing. This guy's probably the culprit. Good thing we got him before he did anything else and wandered off anywhere. But that's part of it, buying used goods. I got right back in my shop. Finished changing out the switch that was giving us an issue on this stove. I got the eye tested. It's working like it should now. All 4 of them are. The last thing I'm doing is just checking the bake one more time and the broil. I put the racks back in. If everything checks out, this is a done deal. This is the dryer that I fixed this morning. I put a towel over the head unit. That way any overspray doesn't get on it. But we got one coat of appliance epoxy put over the top, looking a lot better. We'll let this dry for about 30 minutes, see if it needs another coat. If not, this will be another done deal. Went ahead and brought this washer in here. It's been sitting on my pad for about a week since I've got it. I put it on a spin cycle. It's making a lot of noise. It's also in pretty rough shape from the outside, but either way, let's see if we can figure this out. I think I figured out what's causing all the noise. I took the belt off. It didn't break, but as you can see, it's in pretty rough shape. I don't know if you can hear this thing squeaking even when I'm moving it by hand. Just imagine when it's spinning really fast how loud it is. Looks like we're gonna replace the belt and the water pump on this machine. Got the old pump removed. This is the one causing all the racket. I got one that can be replaced with it. It doesn't look 100% the same, but the connection where the hoses go are the same, and it also has the screw points where this one is. So it's just a little bit different make, but it does the same thing. So let's get it installed and see what happens. I let it fill up with some water, and then I manually put it into the spin cycle, and now it's spinning nice and quiet like it should. It was making a whole lot of racket because of that pump. Got to replace this top door. I don't want to open it right now because it'll stop the spin cycle, but this whole door came off. My dad's been over here piddling with this side-by-side while I was working on some machines, and he thinks he got somewhere with it. Looked like that rat chewed a couple wires. He got them fixed. And then also, this is the air filter to the thing. And as you can see, it is all stopped up. So the engine was wanting to crank and go, but there's just no good airflow. So we'll have to get this thing replaced. We got a temporary little filter or a little air filter in there for now. The battery needed charging up as well, but we just had it cranked on. We'll see what we can do. Yes, sir. So we're just using this as a temporary air filter right now. We're not going to drive it or anything. Slowly but surely, just piddling around with it right now. At least we got it starting. Not sure if it's a pump issue. Definitely the filter needs to be replaced, but why it's not staying on, we're not sure. We got her moving. Definitely needs some work, but at least the motor is good. That's a good sign for us. Mr. Sarge. Got my shop closed down. Hey, you hungry? Of course you are. So we just pushed it in here for tonight. And just like that, another day out here coming to an end. I'm getting ready to head up to the house, get started on some dinner. We'll be back out here tomorrow.